It is time to huddle up for some beer to go with that barbecue week. I'm taking you inside to Brewery Row rather in the Arts District for a tour of HUDL Brewing Company, the sponsors of this segment. Welcome to HUDL Brewing Company. We are here with co-founders Skip and Lisa. What's going on in this huddle, Skip?
We're making beer. What a wonderful day. Every day we get to make beer. Exactly. And HUDL's just about a gathering place. Come with your friends, put your cell phone down, and over a new beer, maybe make a new friend.
I love it. Now, it's barbecue week, so we're talking about beer and barbecue.
What goes better together than that?
You are the pro. What are your favorite pairings? What do you suggest?
I'm an IPA guy because I like fatty brisket and nice greasy burgers, and the IPA just cuts right through that.
Okay, and speaking of greasy burgers and food, you guys actually allow people to bring food in from outside restaurants.
Absolutely. You can bring in any food you want. We just can't prepare food. And here we have a wonderful relationship with Soul Belly Barbecue right next door. QR codes on the table. You scan it. They bring the food over. It's awesome.
Now, Lisa, what is your favorite pairing?
Well, Skip actually makes an amazing hula hula chicken, and I pair that with our pineapple hefeweizen, the High Hatter. It's amazing.
That sounds incredible. Now, you are in charge of the special events that go on around here.
We do a lot of special events here. We do weddings, birthdays, graduation parties. You can rent out our brewery for a 4-hour period, and we host a lot of events here. Check out our website, and we'd love to do parties for any of the locals. Roqui, I want to take you now to the back, show you how we do it, introduce you to our master brewer, Joe.
So, Joe, this is where the magic happens.
It's where it all gets to go down, so it's a rough life to work here.
Right.
So there's 4 main ingredients in beer. The number one is water. When it comes in, we have an RO system, gets treated, we add chemicals back to it to mimic the source that we want it to come from. Number 2 is going to be the grain. So we have quite an eclectic range of beers here, so we have grains from all over the world.
Oh, wow.
Comes in whole kernels, goes through our mill, ends up cracking. Once it cracks, it becomes what's called grist. Sits in an actual grist case, in which case we auger all that grist all the way up overhead, drops into what's called our mash tun, which is the first tank here.
Whoa, this is cool. So, it's mad scientist.
It is definitely mad scientist. So that mixes, takes about 45 minutes to do the mash. We then do what's called a Vorlauf, which is to recirculate in German. So we come down, we recirculate it, and we clarify it. We then take the wort. We then add it to our middle tank, which is our kettle, which is essentially like any other kettle at home. It's where we actually boil the beer. You want to sanitize the wort. You want to get caramelization process, so all your Maillard reactions are going on in here, and that's where we're going to add the majority of our hops. Once we're done there, we're going to go ahead and basically send it to a whirlpool. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us a trube, which is going to be the excess hops that aren't used and excess proteins. Goes straight in to a fermenter that's already been sanitized. So this is our second batch that's going in. So we already have half this tank full, which is 30 kegs worth of beer. When the yeast eats, it creates carbon dioxide and alcohol. So I can tell by the way it's bubbling, our yeast is extremely healthy, and we are cranking. So this is going to be one healthy, good batch of beer. Takes about 3 weeks on average for our beer to get from start to finish.
Beer barbecue is why we're here. What's your favorite barbecue beer pairing?
I love fatty brisket. And fatty brisket, for me, you got to really pair it with a West Coast IPA, something that's a little bit drier, hoppy. That bitterness and acidity really cuts through that fat.
Thank you to HUDL Brewing Company for sponsoring this segment. Find them downtown on South Main Street. For more, just call 702-445-7100 or visit HUDLbrewing.com. JC.